Hi, I'm Anna. This video is going to show you how to make an ocean-themed cutting board with resin. This can be used as a serving tray, charcuterie board, display. So I mixed up the clear resin, and then I'm going to divide it into these 3 different cups for my blues. To tint the resin, I'm using mica powders, alcohol inks, and craft acrylic paints. So I'm dividing the clear into these cups, and I saved a little bit of the clear as well, and I mixed up a cup of white. Just a little bit of white and a little bit of clear is all I needed. Most of it's going to be blue. So I'm using kind of more of a turquoise range of blues. You can use whatever you like for oceany colors, blues, greens, even a little purple in there if you want. And my goal was to do a gradient from like a dark to a lighter blue. And I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is going to be near the shoreline because it's the most shallow. And then it will fade into the darker colors as it gets deeper. I made a mistake in doing this board, and I want to save you guys from that mistake. So at the end of this video, I will share with you that little tip that I would do differently next time. But I was really surprised by the result. I thought this board turned out really, really cool. So here's my 3 different blues. Now I'm just going to mix these together with my popsicle stick. You can use your finger. Just make sure you have gloves on. And there's lots of videos out there on working with resin if you've never worked with it before. I have one that I will link in the description, and you can check out all sorts of tips and tricks for resin, including safety. When you heat the resin up with a heat gun, like so, or a torch, it does give off toxic fumes, so you'll want to be wearing a mask, eye protection, and always have gloves. I'm working in a well-ventilated area. The heat gun is great for blending the resin together and popping the air bubbles. We're also going to use it to create those awesome frothy waves you will see coming up here. You can play around with the settings on your heat gun. Sometimes you can make it hotter or cooler. The heat also makes the resin get a little bit more fluid, so if it's kind of thicker, the heat will thin it out and make it flow smoother. This is a torch, like a butane torch for popping the air bubbles. Now I'm going in with the white. This is a little bit of white that I mixed up. And just put a line. I left a little bit of space for clear, so I'm going to do the clear in between the white and the colors. And then take that heat gun, and it's so simple and it looks so cool. You can blow it as much as you like, move it around wherever you like, and it just creates such a neat wave effect. You can overwork this a little bit, so I would just encourage you to, when you like it, just stop and leave it there. Okay, let's see what else we can do with this. I didn't like how the board was really visible underneath. I didn't want it to be so transparent, so I'm adding on some more of the darker color. And I'll blend that in a little bit to the white. This isn't the only layer I'm going to do, though. I will go over and do another layer. So I waited till the next day when this resin was hard and set. And then I went in for my second layer of wave. You can do as many layers as you like. So I'm putting on the blue color again here. I want a gradient, I want some just interest, so a couple different colors of blue. And then when I make my white line this time, just place it in a little bit different space so it doesn't go exactly over what you already did before. And then you can get that natural ocean effect. You know, there's lots of waves coming up on the shore in different places. You can, yeah, and then you can go back and do more layers if you want. I was happy with the 2 layers that I did on this one. I thought it looked great. So the mistake I made was not taping underneath the back of the tray. It spaced my mind, and then I had a long time of using the box cutter to cut all the drips off after it was dry, but it worked out and it still turned out great. But just save yourself some trouble and really tape the back of your project. Make the tape really flush to the edge so that you can just easily take off all those drips. I'm going in with the torch one more time, make some cells and pop the air bubbles. And that's how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more. I do a lot of work with resin and acrylic pouring. Thanks so much for watching. Leave me a comment and I will see you next time. Take care.